Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you my entire Blu-ray collection. It doesn't look that big, I guess you could say from this point of view, but it is, I think it's pretty big. Nothing crazy, you know, I've seen a lot bigger collections. And the main reason why I don't have more Blu-rays is because I used to collect DVDs all the time and I haven't, I don't know, I don't feel like replacing every single DVD with a Blu-ray, so like I have tons of DVDs which are over here. I could do a separate video on that too. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't have so many, is because I have a lot of movies on DVD that I don't feel like replacing, because I've replaced tons of movies that I had on DVD with Blu-rays already, but I don't feel like replacing them all, so, but I still have quite a bunch. Yeah, so I'm going to explain real quick the way I have this set up. So, not counting this shelf, I'll explain that in a minute. This shelf, and the very top of this shelf are all Blu-rays in ABC order, with the exception to the Goonies. Mainly because the Goonies is too big and I can't fit it where it's supposed to go in this area. It's too big for this shelf. I'll explain that in a second. But basically, on this last shelf here, what I have are the very last, in terms of ABC order, the last movies, and then I have PS4 games, PS3 games, one PS2 game, and a bunch of my CDs. All my CDs, basically. Those could be separate videos, too. My game collection, my CDs collection. But, yeah, that's just the way I have it organized, because mainly I need to conserve space in my room as much as possible, so that's the way I do it, by just jumbling everything together. But, yeah, I love having things organized like this. I used to switch it up. I used to have steelbooks in one section, digibooks in one section, but I just decided to put everything together. It's easier that way for me. Yeah, and like I said, the Goonies can't fit where it should go, which is around over here. It's too tall for this. Like, it'll hit it goes over the, or exactly where the top is, I think, right here. Or the bottom of this shelf, I should say. So it wouldn't be able to fit. Yeah, so I just stuck it up there. And what happens when you have ABC order is everything gets shifted to the left. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a movie that was, like, started with the letter Z or something, I would have to literally move every single shelf. Everything would have to go to the left. So, ABC order is not the best thing, and I know everybody doesn't like it, but I kind of prefer it, so that's just the way I have it. So yeah, what happened with the Goonies, you can't really see it. I used to have it kind of like this, you know what I mean, when there's more room, but now everything's getting pushed over. And I'm going to run out of room eventually, and I'm going to have to start using this. Now, I'm going to explain why this shelf, there's Blu-rays on this shelf, like there's the Breaking Bad series, Ghostbusters 1 and 2 are up there, Better Call Saul Season 1, Back to the Future Trilogy, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe I have all down here. The reason I did that was because this fourth shelf here, I didn't have that until recently. Like, I got that on Christmas, this fourth shelf, and it was just this shelf, this shelf, this shelf. And I used it to hold, you know, CDs, games, everything. But everything was getting full, so I needed to get a fourth shelf. So I got that one, and basically everything got moved over so much that I had room. This whole shelf was empty. So I said, you know what, I might as well just make it a display thing, because I'm running out of room to display Funkos and whatnot, you know what I mean? So what I did, I just made certain sections, like Breaking Bad, which is my favorite TV show of all time, and I figured I'd put Better Call Saul there. And I've always had the 4 Ghostbusters and Slimer up here, so I figured I'd just put the Ghostbusters series up here. The thing's sticking out. And then I put I didn't know where to put that Funko, the one that came with the Loot Crate. That's an exclusive Dr. Brown, or Doc Brown, I should say. So yeah, I made a shelf for Back to the Future, the new trilogy set that lights up, which is really awesome. See that? Flux capacitor. And then I said, might as well just put the Marvel Cinematic Universe together, because when you put them alphabetically, they're so separated, so I just have them in order here. And Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk DVD, I never got them on Blu-ray, because this was the Target exclusive that comes in the Iron Man mask. It's pretty cool. And this was like a 3-disc DVD, which is cool. So yeah, I just kind of put those together. Iron Man 2 is a steel or a metal pack. It's that one that was a Target exclusive that's numbered. If anyone remembers this one. Alright, and then Ant-Man, you can't really see it. Ant-Man and Avengers Age of Ultron. Well, Ultron's first, and then Ant-Man. I have these in the order they came out. They're both Steelbooks, both Best Buy Steelbooks. The most recent ones. For the MCU, I should say. And then I just have a Funko Groot down there, and if anybody remembers Mighty Mugs, that's Captain America from like years ago. So I didn't have a place for him, so I just put him over here. So yeah, and then over here I just got the Saul Funko. The reason why I have two Sauls is because this came in a, if anyone subscribes to Nerd Block, excuse me, when you sign up for a new block, they have this thing now where they give you a welcome block with a bunch of just random stuff in it. And when I signed up for Sci-Fi Block, they sent me a welcome block, and it had, I think it's Titans makes these vinyl things. But they're not as cool as the Funkos. I like these the best. But the thing is, I already had all the Breaking Bad Funkos. And then I ended up getting this from that welcome block. So I just said, you know what, I might as well just put both Sauls together. So you could say one is for Breaking Bad, and the other one could be for Better Call Saul. You could separate them, I guess you could say. And yeah, that's that vinyl that comes with the limited edition. And then I just had the apron that came in the Breaking Bad set. Right there, with the collectible coin that came with the set. Put Mike and Gus right there. Hank. And that Walter White figure that I got at a comic shop. Next to the actual set. And then I got Walter White and Jesse in the RV there. And on the top we got 4 Ghostbusters. And Ghostbusters 1 and 2, that's the Digibook. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go one by one, basically. This will be a long video. I'm not going to spend, forever on each movie. I'll just, show you each one, maybe talk about a few of them. So, yeah. I'm going to have to cut away a few times, because this camera can only record up to 12 minutes, so... Alright. Alright, so let's start. Top shelf here. Like I said, Goonies should be down here below, but too big. So that's the big set that comes with a board game and the postcards and whatnot. So that's cool. Too Fast, Too Furious. Let me see if I can focus a little better on this. Too Fast, Too Furious, Two Guns. That's the Target exclusive that came with the comic book. 310 to Yuma. 8 Mile. 12 Angry Men, which is an amazing movie. Criterion version. 12 Years a Slave. 21 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street, which is one of the funniest times I've ever had at a theater. I really hope they make a third one. I love those movies. 300 Rise of an Empire. Airplane. Alfred Hitchcock Collection. Which, alright, let's see if I remember. It comes with Psycho. North by Northwest. Rear Window. Vertigo. And The Birds, I want to say? Yes. Alright, got that right. Those 5 movies come with it. And we got the Alien set. That was last year, no, 2014, I think. And it comes with the comic book and whatnot. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man, and that's the 3D version. The reason why I have, 2 of them is because, I actually forget why I have 2 of them. I think this one was actually, on sale for $5. I'm not even kidding, at, Best Buy or something. And I already had this one. So, and then, the reason why, yeah, I know why I bought it. I had this one, and then the second movie came out, and then I was at Best Buy one day and saw this was on sale for $5. So I said, might as well get it, because this is the 3D version. I don't have a 3D TV or anything, but maybe I will one day. So I said, why not? $5, whatever. Then American Hustle, American Sniper, Anchorman 1 and 2, which has one of my favorite covers ever for a Steelbook. It's just Ron Burgundy, his mustache. Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. This was a Walmart exclusive, I believe, by the way. This is a really awesome Steelbook. It's got 4 discs in there, 2 for each, of the movies. Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. I'm a huge AVGN fan, so I had to get his movie. Annabelle, which I actually haven't watched yet. Apocalypse Now, which is my second favorite movie of all time. That's the best set you could get. Watch the Redux version, it's the best version. Army of Darkness, fantastic. Avatar, the collector set. And then Avatar, the standard one. This is the second Blu-ray I ever bought. I remember when Blu-ray came out, I was like, alright, I'm only going to buy Blu-rays when they're special, special occasion. Something like Avatar. That movie needs to be on Blu-ray. So yeah, I ended up just getting that, but it didn't really have any features. So, I think a year later, they released this version. So, I actually didn't get this until, this year, or last year, I should say, when the price was really low. I said, alright, now I can finally buy this thing. So, because it was, a bit pricey. The Babadook, which I actually watched 2 nights ago, and it was a really good movie. I thought it would be really, really scary, and you could say it's scary, but it was more disturbing than anything, but definitely give that a watch. Great movie. Back to the Future trilogy. Yes, I had this trilogy originally, and then I ended up getting this one. I bought this one mainly because it comes with the cartoon series, and it comes with the awesome packaging and whatnot. And I mean, it was the 30th anniversary. It was the month of, you know, the second movie when they go into the future. I was in Back to the Future mode completely, so I was like, I'm just gonna buy that. So I might sell that one day. And then we got Ben-Hur. This is like a cool, I don't know what you would call this. If anybody's seen this edition, open it up real quick. It's like got magnets in it, and it's really nice set. I have Gremlins just like that. I forget what this set's called. This kind of packaging, I should say. And it came with like a bonus disc, which you can't keep in there. So like I kept the thing it's in. So yeah, you can't fit it inside of the actual thing, so it has to be separate. And Big Lebowski Digibook, awesome movie, fantastic. It's like in my top 5. Birdman, which I never finished. Like I was like watching it, and then like I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. So like I only watched like half of it, but it's interesting how they had all those long takes and whatnot. So, and they put everything together to make it look like it's a movie with no cuts in it. So I guess, you know, if you win Best Picture, it's for some reason. So it was a good movie. I guess I didn't get to finish it. Blade Runner Digibook. That comes with like 3 versions of the movie. Really nice. Blazing Saddles. The Blues Brothers Steelbook. These are the Universal Steelbooks they did like 2 years ago, which look like comic books on the cover. I have a bunch of these. Boyhood, which was fantastic. Bridesmaids, which is actually my mom's movie. I basically keep all my mom's movies in here because she doesn't have a place for them. And my sister has movies, but she keeps those in her room, so. But that's one of my mom's movies. It's still a really good movie. It's funny. Chappie, which is pretty good. I love Neil Blomkamp. I hope he does more movies. Clint Eastwood 20 film collection. I love Clint Eastwood. He's like my idol. So I have like 1 million of his movies and tons of posters. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Dirty Harry stuff over there. Just watch the video of my room tour. I show you everything I have. There's tons of Clint Eastwood stuff. Coen Brothers collection with Blood Simple, Raising Arizona, Miller's Crossing, Fargo. I actually didn't watch Blood Simple or Miller's Crossing yet. I've watched Raising Arizona and Fargo. I've seen Fargo so many times. But yeah, I actually haven't watched those 2 movies yet. The Conjuring, which I actually haven't watched yet. Counselor, which I never finished. Couldn't get into it. Curse of Chucky, which I thought was okay. Because I'm a big Chucky fanboy. Like, this movie is just bad, but just being a Chucky fan, it was pretty good, I guess. Dallas Buyers Club, which was fantastic. That's the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall. The Dark Knight Rises, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That's the metal pack that is Best Buy exclusive. That's the Die Hard that came with the 4 movies, the first 4 movies. Now, I had a problem with this set. The first movie does not work. The disc doesn't work. So, like, this is the second time I bought it. The first time I bought it, same problem. The first disc didn't work. So I took it back to Best Buy, got a new one, and guess what? The first disc doesn't work. I just never got around to taking it back, so now I'm stuck with this, with the first disc not working. So I'm going to have to do one day is just buy Die Hard by itself. And ironically enough, I had the DVD of all the Die Hard movies, like all the DVD separate, but the first movie got scratched, so I can't really watch the beginning of it. Like, it cuts to, like, the middle part. So I have bad luck with the first Die Hard. I have not seen the full first Die Hard movie in years because of that. My DVD getting scratched, and then when I got the Blu-ray, it didn't work. And then this one doesn't work when I returned it and got this new one. So yeah, if anybody else has that problem, let me know. I read about it I looked it up online. A lot of people did have that problem, so this set was faulty. Yeah. And I was really mad that Live Free or Die Hard wasn't the unrated version. If you're going to put a movie with three other movies that are all rated R, why not just put the unrated version of Live Free or Die Hard? They put the PG-13 cut. Really stupid, if you ask me. Django Unchained, that's the Target Steelbook, and then the Standard Edition. The thing is, the day Django came out, I was so excited to get it. This was back before I would pre-order stuff online, so I went to the store to get this, but then I found out Target had a exclusive, so I called Target up, they said, oh, we're sold out, we can't reserve any for you. So I just resorted to getting this, and then years later, I think it was last year actually, I saw this at Target and I bought it. It was like 15 bucks. I said, alright, might as well. So, probably never going to see it there again. And then we got Dogma, which I had to buy online. I remember I went to FYE one time, trying to find Dogma because I wanted all Kevin Smith's View Askew movies, and I never saw Dogma. So I went to FOE and I'm like, Dogma, you guys got Dogma here? And they're like, oh, I never even heard of that. And they looked it up in their systems and they didn't have it. I looked on like Walmart.com, Target, everywhere, and no one had Dogma, so I had to like go on Amazon to get it. And even so, this isn't even like an American version. See, it has like a French version. Like on the side, it'll say Dogma, and then let me focus a little better. Oops. 1 second here, bear with me. Can't really read it, but version Francis, I don't even know what that says. Right there it says it too, version France, it's like a French thing, and then the, you know, it has the description in English, and then below it it's in French, you know what I mean? It's a weird release, see? But yeah, that's the only version I could find, so, on Blu-ray too, I mean, so. Alright, I'm gonna cut away real quick. Alright, next shelf here, we got Don John, E.T., Edge of Tomorrow. I hate that they put that at the beginning. That's not the real title of the movie. Elysium, which I think is underrated. Enter the Dragon, that's the collector's edition that came with the lithograph and all that stuff, and the patch. Escape Plan, right? That's what it's called? Yeah. With Arnold and Sylvester Stallone. Every Which Way But Loose, Clint Eastwood. Evil Dead, that's a steelbook. Evil Dead 2. The Exorcist, that's that collector's edition that came with the book and whatnot. And then that's Expendables 3 right there. I have the first 2 on DVD. Fargo Season 1, which came with the beanie. Alright, so we got the first Fast and Furious, that's a steelbook. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Fast and Furious, which is the 4th one. Fast 5, that's a steelbook. Fast and Furious 6, this was the Walmart steelbook. And then The Fault in Our Stars. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, that's the Criterion release. Fight Club, with the cool slipcover that opens up. From Dusk Till Dawn, Season 1. Frozen, The Fugitive, Full Metal Jacket, Digibook, Furious 7, and then Fury. Game of Thrones Season 1, that's the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. I liked it when they used to do that, but put all 3 things together like that. Now they just do Blu-ray and digital copy. It's whatever. That's Season 2. I believe this is not DVD included. Season 3 had the DVD. Let me just make sure. I believe this is just... Yeah, this is just Blu-ray. If it was DVD included, it would have a separate thing inside. Like, well, I don't want to pull it out. It's too much. But, you know what I mean. If you've bought these, you know, it has like a separate little thing inside that for 2 DVDs, I think, is all it takes to put all the episodes on. And they're double-sided, that's why. And Season 3, that has the DVD, Blu-ray, and digital copy. Season 4, I think it was around the time they stopped doing DVD, so there's no version of Season 4 that has it. And then this was like a Best Buy exclusive with a variant cover. And I didn't know this when I was at the store. I only saw that. I thought this was the only variant they had. Like, I thought, oh, this is their exclusive. It's just Lannister cover. But they actually had House Stark and all the other houses. I was like, oh no, I would have bought House Stark because that was my favorite. Oh well. And then this is the bonus disc that came with it. Again, I can't fit it in there, so it has to be separate. See, this is the standard cover, but then they had variants with the 3-eyed raven. Then we got the girl with the dragon tattoo, which is fantastic. I love David Fincher. Godfather trilogy, amazing. I even like the 3rd one. Godzilla, the 2014 one. Gone Girl, again, David Fincher, fantastic. A Good Day to Die Hard, which is terrible, but this was a Best Buy exclusive that came with a bottle opener that says Yippee-Ki-Yay on it, which I have displayed. Only reason why I bought this, to be honest. And plus, I didn't actually see the movie, so I was curious about it, even though I heard terrible things. The Good Dinosaur, this recently came out. This is the Best Buy exclusive with the lenticular cover. Goodfellas, this is the collector's edition that came out last year with the book inside. Goodfellas Steelbook, this is what I had originally before this version came out. And I wanted this because I think it's a new transfer. I think it was like a 4K, maybe, restoration? I feel like this was like a new transfer. Let me know. I'm pretty sure it was. And plus that book and whatnot. And then this steelbook's just like really plain. It's nothing, really. Like when you open it up inside. Yeah, I hate steelbooks that are like this. It's like, really? That's all you got? You can tell they just put that together just with a little effort. Wait, so... Grand Budapest Hotel, which is pretty good. Gravity, which I actually haven't watched yet. Great Escape, classic. Gremlins, like that came in, like with Ben-Hur, came in that really cool, cool packaging. I forget what you call that though. Grindhouse, Blu-ray, you know, with the fake trailers and everything. Yeah, and I've wanted to get Planet Terror and Death Proof, like the versions by themselves, which are longer, but I don't. I do have Death Proof though in the Tarantino set, which is the long version, but I don't own Planet Terror with the long version, but I've seen it. Hangover Part 2, again, one of those steelbooks that's plain. I don't think it has inside artwork. Yeah, see, it's like that. But this one at least is pretty cool. It's got the monkey on the cover and then them on the back. And I actually like Hangover 2 and 3. Hangover 1 I have on DVD. Hangover Part 3. All 3 Hobbit movies, which I haven't gotten around to the 3rd one yet. Hot Fuzz, which is one of those comic book type steelbooks Universal was doing. House at the End of the Street. I only bought this because it was on sale, and plus I love Jennifer Lawrence. And then we have House of Cards Season 1. House of Cards Season 2. The Hunger Games, this was like a Target exclusive. Not really digibook, but like, you know what I mean? You flip it open, it's got all 3 discs like laid out. DVDs used to do that all the time. Hunger Games Catching Fire, that's the standard version. And this, the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, which is a Best Buy steelbook. Robot with a lenticular cover, I believe. This is like the 3D release. Yeah, this was cheap, that's why I bought it. Plus I never had the movie before. Imitation Game, which I haven't watched yet. Inside Out, which is fantastic. Indiana Jones on Blu-ray. It has a terrible 4th movie in it, but what can you do? It's the only way to get all of them for a good price at the same time. Interstellar, which came with a, I don't know if it was Best Buy exclusive, but it came with a film cell inside. Only a Best Buy bonus content. I think they all came with the film cell. If you bought it the day it came out or something like that, I think it was, or the week it came out, they had the film cell ones on sale. Or not on sale, but to buy, you know what I mean? Available with the film cell. I know Walmart had a really cool edition that I should have got. The Invisible Man. Fix that. John Wick, which is great. Jurassic World, which is the Jurassic logo kind of thing going on. You can display this too. And that came with the shirt, by the way, when I bought it from Best Buy, which is really cool. Kevin Smith, 3 movie collection, Clerks, Chasing Amy, Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. Again, I think it's because this is a, I think that's Canadian release. Canadian home video. And also, when you look at it from the front, everything's on the left, like this. I prefer to put everything to be displayed like this, with the actual spine. So, again, just like Dogma, this is like a French thing. The French thing only goes on this one, is only on this one. Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. You can't really see it on the cover, but on the back it's got the French description, right there below the English one. And I think the inside is the French. Yeah, look. Attention Hollywood. It's something. Hold on a minute. It's Air Event. I don't even know what that says. Yeah. So that's like, again, weird. Just because these two don't have the French thing. I don't know why. And then this one has the French title right there when you flip it over. Too bright. Focus, sorry. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Jay and Bob Country, but I'm not going to try to read that. But yeah, that's a little odd. I don't know if it's just Kevin Smith or what, but Canadian, yeah. Even though he's not Canadian. Alright. Yeah, Kick-Ass 2. The first one I have it on DVD. King Kong, that's a digibook. The original King Kong from 1932. Don't slap me if I'm wrong. 1933. Oh, I was wrong. Sorry. I was close though. My Marion C. Cooper. King Comedy, which is underrated. Kingsman, I recently bought that. Haven't watched it yet. The Lego Movie, which is pretty good. It's by the guys that did the Jump Street movies. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, I believe their names are. Leon the Professional, classic. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I never finished that movie, I just couldn't get into it. I will one day, though. Lone Survivor, which is good. Lucy. Mad Max. This is the Shout Factory, or is it Scream Factory? Oh, Scream Factory. I never know when it's going to be Shout or Scream. I mean, if it's a horror movie, it's obviously going to be Scream. But Mad Max has kind of got some horror elements, I guess you could say. Mad Max Fury Road, which was fantastic. I need to get the other two Mad Max movies. Mallrats, classic. Man of Steel. This Mallrats, by the way, it's green like this because it's a 1990s whatever thing they were doing, decades. So it's got like, you can see like Bride of Chucky's poster in there and stuff. And random Universal stuff on the side. Casino. Alright, and then we got Man of Steel, which kind of sucked. To be honest, I hope the new DC movies are going to be a lot better than that was. Even though Zack Snyder's still going to be at the helm. The Man with No Name trilogy. The reason why I have two versions, I had this one for years and years, and then they had the 4K. Is it 4K? They had the new transfer for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is my favorite movie ever. So I didn't know you could buy that by itself, though. I should have did that. So I saw this, and it was for a good price. So I said, all right, I'll just buy it. It's a new version of it. The first two movies are the same, though, on this as we're on here. But the third one's different, obviously. It's the new transfer. It's even got different disc art. So you can tell there's a big difference. The Martian, which is great. The Maze Runner, which I really enjoyed. Alright, I might cut away real quick. Alright, now, that was this entire shelf here. Now we get to the next one. We got the Maze Runner Scorch Trials. That's the Best Buy Steelbook, which it was alright. I think the first movie's better. Men in Black 3, which is great. The first two I have on DVD. Minions, that is the Target. I guess you could call this a steelbook. It's very similar to a steelbook. It's got like the same spine kind of thing going on in there. But when you open it, it's more like a metal pack. Like, it's kind of confusing because like Spaceballs has the same deal. Like, it looks like a steelbook on the side. See, look, Spectre's right next to it. That's a steelbook. Like, it looks similar. It doesn't have a metal pack spine, but like it's weird. I don't know. Spaceballs and Minions are just like each other. And like when you open it, the way it's connected to the spine is different too. It's weird. If anyone understands what I'm saying. Mission Impossible Collection. This has the first 4 movies on it. This also was like a French thing, I think. Yeah, see right here. English description, and then it's like a French description. And it's got all the Canadian ratings down there. Yeah, I bought this off of Amazon, that's why. I just wanted a thing that had all the movies in it. That was before they had the whole new set come out with all 5 movies in it. Which I should have just waited for that. But I wanted to get this steelbook, that's why. That's the 5th movie, Rogue Nation. Monuments Men, which I haven't watched yet. The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Yeah, which is okay. Kind of missed that series. The first 2 were, I don't know, they're good. They're fun movies to me. They're nothing great. The 3rd one was okay. But I think they should have kept them going. Napoleon Dynamite, which is like a weird 10th anniversary, I think. Yeah, 10 sweet years. It's like got a furry thing going on the cover. And the Natural Born Killers, which also comes in that cool packaging that Gremlins and Ben-Hur did. Natural Born Killers really shocked me when I first saw it. I was like, oh my god. Nebraska, which is pretty good movie. Need for Speed with Aaron Paul. Neighbors, which was funny. Nightcrawler, which was amazing. The Country for Old Men, just absolutely amazing. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, one of my favorite movies of all time, and this is a digibook. I have a million versions of this movie, by the way. I had the standard DVD, I had the big box set that came with like a deck of cards and everything, and then I had this version, and then I think I have it on VHS somewhere too. Out of the Furnace, which kind of disappointed me with all the high name actors that were in it, or big name actors, and Leonardo DiCaprio produced that. I don't know why it came out so weird. Paul, which is one of those comic book looking steelbooks Universal did. Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the 4th one on Stranger Tides. I have all first 3 movies on DVD. And yeah, this is like a Target exclusive that came with the Black Pearl, a little Lego version of the Black Pearl you can put together. And then this version has like 5 discs. Like there's a Blu-ray, there's a 3D Blu-ray, there's like Blu-ray special features, a DVD, and then I think the digital copy was like a disc by itself. Yeah, that's why it had so many discs in it. So yeah, I was like, Jesus, for one movie? Planet of the Apes, those are the 5 original movies. Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, I think that's the 3rd one. 4th one's Battle for the Planet of the Apes, right? Am I mixing them up? I think I'm mixing them up. Hold on a minute. Conquest, yeah. Battle. Beneath. Oh, Escape. That's what it was. Escape's the third one. I forgot about that. So I kind of mixed it up. I kind of skipped the third one and said that was the third, that was the fourth. But yeah, I know what each movie is. I just forgot the names. Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg. The only reason I have this is because it came with like a movie ticket for, or not a movie ticket, but like $10 credit to see the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I actually used. So that was good. And that one came with it too. So I like bought both at the same time. And then we got Predator, the first one, 3D. Predator 2 I have on DVD. I don't have it on Blu-ray. Predators, which was great. Princess Bride, classic. Prometheus, Raging Bull. Rain Man. Rampart, which I thought would be better, but it was still good. Woody Harrelson had a good performance in it. Like, this just reminds me of Out of the Furnace. Woody Harrelson's in both movies, and they both look like they'd be good. They have big actors in them, man. They kind of disappointed me. Return of the Living Dead, which is funny. Ride Along, which is okay. Rise of the Planet of the Apes was great. Rise of the Zombies. The only reason I have this is because it came in a horror block. I didn't buy this. Well, I technically bought it, but not intentionally. I seen parts on Netflix. My friend was watching it one day. I was at his house and I saw parts. It was okay, from what I could tell. I didn't watch the whole thing. The Sandlot classic. Love that movie. That's the 20th anniversary cover that feels like a baseball. And it has the trading cards inside. Savages, which was okay. Oliver Stone. Schindler's List. This is the 20th anniversary. Yes, it is. Blu-ray. The Scream 5-film set. Now, the reason why it says 5 films, it's got the first 3 movies, and then it's got 2 documentaries, which I actually haven't watched yet, but they're supposed to be really good. And then Scream 4, which was Wes Craven's last movie he directed. Rest in peace to him. Selma, which I actually haven't watched yet, but this is a Walmart exclusive, I think, with the slipcover that opens up. And then we got 7 Digibook. We got Shaun of the Dead, which is a comic book, steelbook that Universal was doing. Like I said, I have a bunch of those. Sid and Nancy. Silver Linings Playbook, which is fantastic. I believe this is a Target exclusive. Different cover going on there. And then Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, which was okay. The first movie was a lot better, but it still felt like a sequel. It focused too much on, what's her name? The dame, I guess you could say. But yeah, they did have all the actors come back, which is cool. And yeah, that's the Best Buy exclusive steelbook. And this looks like a comic book also, but it's not the same thing as the other comic steelbooks I was showing you. It's similar looking though. The Sopranos, the complete series, which is fantastic. I love this series. Pine Barrens. I didn't finish though. I was doing a whole marathon of this for the past few months. Like, I would watch episodes here and there. I got to almost the end of season 4 so far. Obviously, I know how the series ends. Everybody's seen the ending scene of this series. I've seen it because of YouTube and whatnot. I know the ending of the show, but I have not seen between season 5 and pretty much the whole season 6 and the rest of season 4. But from what I've seen, I love it. Pine Barrens was fantastic, where they get lost out in Pine Barrens. And then I have season 1 here, mainly because before I bought this was years ago, by the way. I was at FOE and they were having a special. It's like buy a Blu-ray, get another one for free or something like that, but it had to be used. So I saw, oh, season 1 Sopranos. I don't have this series. I've never seen it. So I might as well just probably start with season 1 and then I'll buy each season. And then eventually they announced this, so I just bought this. So yeah. And then Spaceballs, again, the weird, I don't know what this is, metal packs / steelbook hybrid, I guess. Which has bumper stickers and postcards in it. And then Spectre, which is pretty plain steelbook. Best Buy exclusive that just came out. Spring Breakers. Alright, I'm gonna cut away real quick. Alright, now we'll get down here. Star Trek Into Darkness. I have the first one on DVD. The reason I have 2 versions of the same movie here, like I said, the FYE I'm talking about, by the way, it closed, sadly. I wish it stayed open. But apparently they're bringing it back. I don't know. Because like, there was a mall that I live near, and they had FYE, but they closed it. And then there was this worker that I saw one day that used to work there, and he was like, oh, we're going to be opening FYE again at the mall, but in a different spot. But it never happened, so I don't know what was up with that. But anyways, I was there on a Black Friday, I believe. Not last year, but the year before that. And they had this for like a good price, so I said, I'll just buy it. But then eventually I was at Sam's Club one day and they had this version that's in a steelbook, and it came with the replica of the Nemesis ship. So I bought that. And that was for a good price too, so kind of double dipped on that, but oh well. Star Wars: The Complete Saga with the first 6 movies. Yeah, I just wanted to have all the Star Wars on Blu-ray. I know they even edited the originals even more with the stupid no at the end of the 6th movie. But what can you do? It's all the movies on Blu-ray, so. Still Alice, which I actually haven't watched yet, but Julianne Moore finally won an Oscar, and I'm very happy about that. Finally won an Oscar last year for that, so. And then Straight Outta Compton Steelbook, Target exclusive, which was great. Superbad, I love that movie, one of my favorite comedies ever. This is the first Blu-ray we ever got, by the way. My dad wanted to get my mom wanted this movie for Christmas, I think, one year, and he bought the Blu-ray, right? But this was when Blu-rays were coming out, by the way. So this is like one of the first Blu-rays ever. See, like the top part is actually like painted blue, like that logo is painted on. It's not like a separate piece like it normally is. This is like a very old Blu-ray. But this was when Blu-ray was new, and HD DVDs were still competing with them, you know what I mean? If you remember that. So this is like around the time that happened. But the thing is, we didn't have a Blu-ray player or anything like that. So my dad just thought, oh, this is just a high definition thing, and it would work in our DVD player. No, it did not. So what he did, he bought the DVD for my mom, which I also have behind me in my DVD collection. And he was like, oh, we don't need to take this back. We'll just keep it, whatever. So that's why we have this. Tarantino, which comes with his first 6 movies, because Django's his 7th, and Hateful Eight is his 8th. Well, you could technically say it comes with 7 movies, because Kill Bill 1 and 2 are 2 movies. And it also has True Romance. There you go. I couldn't think of the name, which I actually haven't watched yet, but I hear it's great, so I need to watch it. Tarzan, which is like my childhood favorite movie. That and The Iron Giant, and Chicken Run. It's like a 3-way tie. Taxi Driver, which is like my 3rd favorite movie, I think. It used to be my number 1, but this is the cool digipack kind of thing that came with postcards. Ted and Ted 2, very funny. The Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which is my 4th or 5th favorite movie. 4th favorite movie. This also used to be my number 1 movie. Terminator Genesis, which I actually thought was okay. Like, it's not terrible, but I thought it was okay. It's kind of like a throwback thing for me. Like, I know they basically just copied all this stuff from the other movies, but for me, it's cool to see Arnold back in the role and whatnot. And yeah, Thelma and Louise, which is fantastic. One of Ridley Scott's best movies, if you ask me. And then we got The Theory of Everything, which I haven't watched yet. There Will Be Blood, which is fantastic. Daniel Day-Lewis. One of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. The Thin Red Line, Criterion. I actually never finished this movie. It's not because I didn't like it. I was just like kind of losing interest. Like, I've watched the first maybe 20-30 minutes. And I said, oh, I'll just finish it another day. I never got around to it, so nothing against it. I just never got to finish it. John Carpenter's The Thing, classic. Titanic. This is like a 4 or 5 disc set. It's pretty big. Yeah, I was just like, I never had Titanic, so I might as well just buy it. I actually think it's a good movie, so. To Kill a Mockingbird. This is the Blu-ray digibook from Universal. And the author of the actual book recently passed away. Rest in peace to her, Harper Lee. But this is a fantastic movie. And Top Gun Steelbook. The Town Ultimate Collector's Edition. I love this movie. Jeremy Renner is fantastic in it. Trainwreck. That's my mom's movie. I haven't watched it yet. Transformers Dark of the Moon. I have the first 2 movies. Now, here's the thing. When I was a kid, I was huge on Transformers, and when the first movie came out, I like begged my parents to take me to see it. And my dad took me to see it. I thought it was amazing when I saw it, but now it's just like, at this age when I watch it, it's like, no. The second movie is just god-awful. Even then, when that came out, I saw it in theaters. I begged my mom to take me, and she did. And when I saw it, I was like, that was pretty amazing. It wasn't as good as the first one. And then, obviously, years later, it's just, no, bad. And the third movie, I was like, I'll give it a chance. So I bought it and watched it, and it was okay. It wasn't as bad as the second one. It was still bad, though. Age of Extinction, I actually thought was better than 2 and 3. A lot of people hated it, but I thought it was better. This is the Best Buy Steelbook that came with, like, decals and whatnot in it. True Grit Steelbook. Coen Brothers True Grit. I have the original one on DVD that had John Wayne. I love both movies. Tusk by Kevin Smith, I actually haven't watched yet. The Untouchables, classic. De Niro's Capone, you can't get any better than that. V for Vendetta Blu-ray. Warrior, which is a fantastic movie. with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton, MMA fighters. And Watchmen, the director's cut on Steelbook. So yeah, I love Watchmen, by the way. Very underrated to me. And I'm just going to cut away real quick to show you the rest. Alright, so the last few I have up here. We got Whiplash, which was fantastic. Wolf of Wall Street, fantastic. World War Z, Steelbook, which is a really good movie. The World's End, the Last Cornetto trilogy. I don't think they ever did a comic book Steelbook for that, because I have Shaun of the Dead in that comic book Steelbook, and Hot Fuzz are both like that. So, yeah, but it's still a great movie. And then we got the X-Men series, and it comes with the X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men's First Class, and it comes with the Wolverine, which is the 6th movie, right? Yeah. And then X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, here's the thing. The reason why I have so many versions of this movie was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When this came out, and I was like, I have to see this movie. It looks fantastic. It's got the old cast, the new cast, all mixed together. And by the way, I'm a huge X-Men fan. I actually would say I don't know if I prefer the series over the MCU, but it's pretty close. I hate the 3rd movie. Don't get me wrong. Origins, I don't think it's terrible, but it's definitely not. It's not like as good as the other ones. Definitely. First Class was great. The Wolverine was amazing, if you ask me. I loved it. So I was excited for this movie, and had time travel and all this stuff, and oh my god, when I saw it in theaters, it was fantastic. It was so good. I was so into this movie. Everything about it was great. It had a, it had a Quicksilver, it had the whole tension at the end with Mystique, is she gonna shoot him or not? All that stuff, it was great. It was very emotional to me too, so when young Xavier and old Xavier see each other, it's like, oh my god. So, yeah. So what I did, when this came out, alright, everyone knows Best Buy, Target, and Walmart all have their versions of a movie, right? Or big movies, at least I should say. They always get a exclusive release at each store. So I said, I'm going to buy all 3 versions. I can't choose between all 3. It was too hard. So I said, I'm going to buy all 3. So the Target was a metal pack, which is really beautiful. I loved this. This is like really nice. And now looking back at it, I think I should have only bought this one, to be honest. This is the Best Buy one that comes with pictures and postcards and whatnot, and a really cool packaging. Kind of shows like a Blu-ray, or not Blu-ray, blueprints of the what are they called? Those big robots, the Sentinels. There you go. Forgot for a minute. You think I would remember every single thing when I owned 5 versions of the movie. And then that's the Walmart's exclusive that came with the comic book. This one. The spine kind of sucks though. It's just like, it looks weird to me. I don't know. Anyways, now here's the thing. This is why I have the standard. This is the standard version that you could just buy anywhere. The reason why I have this is because I was stupid. I bought this immediately as soon as the movie went on sale. I didn't think about exclusives. Don't ask me why. I was just on Amazon one day, and then I saw this and like, oh, something you may like, one of those things on the side, and this came up. And I was like, oh, X-Men or Days of Future Past. I totally forgot that was coming out soon, so I'm going to buy it. So what I did, I bought this. And then I found out there was exclusives. I mean, I knew there would be. I just didn't think about it. I was like, oh, great. So I have 4 versions of this movie. And one of them came with 2 digital copies, by the way. So I literally have 5 digital copies for the same movie, which I have not used any of them. So I might do a giveaway with those. I don't know. I don't know how many people don't have this movie yet, but I might do that. And then the reason why I have this is the Rogue cut. This is the version that had extended scenes and Rogue and stuff in there. More scenes with Rogue. I actually would prefer this version. Yeah, I think I do prefer this version, just because, I mean, it's longer, and plus it has more Rogue in it. And then Young Frankenstein's the last movie here. This is like a metal pack. I found this at Best Buy. I don't know if it's exclusive though, but yeah, Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks. So, yes, that was my entire Blu-ray collection. If anyone thinks I have too many versions of Days of Future Past, let me know, because I think I do. And maybe I should do a giveaway, I don't know. But, yeah, that's my entire set, or collection, I should say, of Blu-rays. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, maybe subscribe, check out my other stuff. And I'll be doing more collection videos. I think next I'll do my games and my CDs. And then I'll eventually do, like, Funko Pop collection, DVD collection, other collections, so... Alright, thank you for watching.